How you guys doing, y'all? For the people that don't know me, my name is Jeremiah Heath. I attend Eastfield Community College and also North Texas. And what I want to talk about, if I could really come up with a title for this, I would name it "Don't Settle," because I always told myself when I was little that I never wanted a plan B. My plan A was to play sports, play college for a couple years and just get out and just go to the NFL and make millions and millions of dollars. And so when I grew up and I went to my senior year and I realized that football wasn't part of the plan, I kind of got stuck of not knowing what I should do. And so I was working at Whataburger, and from working at Whataburger for a couple of years, I was working there after high school, and a guy offered me a job doing drive-through because I guess I was good at customer service. And so I began working at the dealership, and I was a porter, and I worked my way up to be a service advisor. And I was telling myself that school wasn't for me because if I couldn't play football, like what's the point of going to school? And so I worked my way up. I became a service advisor, working 7 to 7. And I just told myself, I'm just gonna settle with that. You work your way up and it's gonna be good, good money in the long run. I mean, it did help me get my first car and also my savings. And so I was like, okay, that's pretty good. And so I'm gonna keep doing that. I know I'm tired. I'm not able to go out on the weekends because I'm working 7 to 7. I'm always tired. I feel like when I get home, I'm get home, take a shower, eat, and I gotta be back up at 7 in the morning. And so I was like just thinking like, is that the thing? Is that the road I want to go on? And so I decided that I wanted to go back to school. And I always had parents that really didn't have that much money, and so I realized that the only option was just to work full time or just sacrifice and see if school was the thing for me. I just told myself, let's just try it out. And so I went to Eastfield in 2017, and I worked my way up, worked hard, and I was able to, transfer to a university. And I was just thinking, I didn't want people to live from paycheck to paycheck because I was working, like I said, I was working as a service advisor, and I was just talking to customers, and I was letting them know that it only costs $300 to fix their car. And I was like, man, and they didn't even have the money. Like, oh, 300? No, I just take my car and just leave. Or a salesman will come and just, oh, trade your car in. And if you trade it in, I could get you a brand new car, and you could pay about 300 to 500 a month. Like, oh yeah, let me do that, zero down. And I was thinking like, it costs $300 to fix your car, just a one-time fee, and you could go on to, and just drive on, go to work, pick up your kids. But they were selling with just going in, just trading their car in, and they had to pay about $300 every month, even more, and plus full-time, full insurance, full coverage for a brand new car. And so I was just telling myself that people shouldn't just settle. They should just be able to just do what makes them happy. And I realized that I didn't think school was for me, and I tried it out, and I realized that that was the goal I wanted to do. Because like I said, my parents really didn't have no money, and I felt like if I built my capital and I'm able to just save up my money, I could start my own business and just do something that makes me happy. And I was just saying I could just give something to my kids that my parents never gave me, other than just food and shelter. I want to just, when I'm gone, dead and gone, I want to give something to my kids. And that's why I realized that school was the good option for me. And me saying this doesn't mean that school is for everybody. It's a lot of people that's making money just on social media, on just marketing for themselves. And I just realized that was for me. I'm 23 now, and at the time I was about 17 or 18. And I was just thinking, like, I told myself I wasn't going to school, and if that guy would have never stopped me and offered me a job, I was just wondering, like will I still be there, or like maybe be a manager, or just stuttering, just being bored, and just being like I've been saying. I don't want anybody to live from paycheck to paycheck. And when I was working at Whataburger, I was living from paycheck to paycheck, waiting for the 10th, to get $200 to pay for my phone bill or just to pay for gas. And I don't want you to settle. I don't want you to settle. I don't want anybody to settle. I want y'all to move up in life, because if I would have never just took initiative, and thing is, when I was in drive-through, I talked to my parents and they was telling me not to do it. It's a scam. Or I was like, how is it a scam? It's offering me a job at a dealership. And so I still just decided to apply, and they gave me an interview right then and there, and I got the job. And so if I would have listened to people, even though it's my family, they didn't mean no harm. They were just looking out for me, and I still applied anyway, and I was able to get the job, and I was able to move up in life, and I was able to do the things I want to do. For the advice that I have, for my audience, I say just do what really makes y'all happy, and don't let fear in your heart stop you for doing something that may be a blessing for you in the long run. And so that's all I have.